Hey everyone, how's it going? Phil Monteleone, the book peddler here. If you haven't and you're new to the channel, I hope you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Book Peddler. Stay up to date on book picks and store activity, whole mess of stuff. If you've been with me, I always, as always, appreciate all your support. So I'm on my way to a book pick right now. I'm sorry if I'm a little monotone. I ain't really feeling that great. I was up all night. It was a little bit of a rough night. So, but hey, life goes on, business goes on. My train's a moving train, baby. So that's just how it is. But anyhow, kind of a sad situation here. I got called in to check out some books, and we were looking through them and everything, and we had a time set up today for me to check them out. And unfortunately, it was this guy's mother's books, and she died last night. So it's too bad. I said, hey, you want to reschedule, but nope, we're gonna go for it, I guess. So hopefully she's resting peacefully. Had a nice long life by the sounds of it. Beautiful early farmhouse with a gorgeous barn on the property, very nice. And the sons have some ideas of what they would like to do with the place, and I wish them the best of luck with this. And hopefully what I offer them, it's going to go towards a big party for their mother. So okay guys, so I don't think I'm going to film inside, but we'll see. I think I really just need to kind of get the material and get back to my shop. I have a ton of work to do, so I can't really be screwing around with this camera. As always, if you see something that sparks your interest, you can go ahead, reach out to me, and we could do a little bit of business. So, all right, everyone, I'll see you in a second. Hey guys, how's it going? It's the next day. I'm feeling a lot better than the day before. I took a video, and I was so tired and monotoned. I said, I got to do this again because I can't, had to shake the dust off my wings, baby. Sleep out of my eyes. So we all got holes to fill, and let's start filling them. These are some books. I'm putting them on the table here. And of this recent pick, if you see something, give me a holler. We'll make it work. So I hope this camera's honed in good. So let's get started with some of my finds. So what we have here is a few titles. Uncle Tom's Cabin, nice copy, 1900, illustrated with 90 illustrations. So very nice. Becoming a bit loose there, as you can see, but it's all there. I actually just listed that, so I got to make note. I didn't realize that it was that loose. It's actually shaken from the board. So okay, I have to revise that. School and Society by John Dewey. If that was a first edition, first print, there's people are asking quite a bit on it, but that's a fifth print. Lost Essays of Elia by Charles Lamb. Here's a couple books I wasn't familiar with. Beat the heck, but scooped them up. The Brownies Through the Union, The Brownies Around the World. Those are kind of neat. Let's see what we have up here. A little novelty game, Modern Authors by Milton Bradley. It's all these cards of authors. So I'll see if those are complete. There's definitely damage and issues, but we'll see what we're working with there. So there's that. Got a bunch of stereo cards. I've sold stereo cards in big batches in the past. I like them. And I was actually going to... Hold on 1 minute. So, as I was saying, I've sold a bunch of them in the past. I'll go through them. And I always think they're pretty neat. But I would actually like to start selling more so postcards and stereo cards. So oldies. There was a couple funny ones in here, but I don't know where they went. But anyhow, and I got some postcards too. This is of there's Johnson City, Endicott, which are pretty close to me. What I really like about more so local postcards is that when I add my little note into the package, people, if they're close to the area and didn't know about me, now they will. And they found something that they liked, and maybe they'll find something else if they come to the store. I'm going to flip it real quick. So there's a guy out there, his name is the Auction Professor. His name is Don, and just a shout out to that guy. But he sells tons of postcards and stuff of this nature. And I really enjoy watching his channel because it's very informative. And when you think about it, it's so easy to store these things. I mean, and you could probably list, you know, I could list way more of these than books up on a average day, because you're talking about 2 pictures, front, back, maybe zoom in for a little bit of detail, something unique. And so, you know, those are kind of things that I personally watch on YouTube, is videos so I can keep learning and educating myself, because obviously I'm in this business. I want to keep learning what's selling, what's moving, and what's the best kind of stuff. So, you know, that's what I watch. But so let's get back to this. Okay, so here's some more titles. This is The Holly Tree by Charles Dickens. This was put out by Roy Crofters. I actually have had these in the past, and these were published in Erie County, New York, East Aurora. And I have some they did were inscribed and illuminated. You know, it's probably $25, something around there. Nothing of great value. Oh, Mother Goose. Okay. We got children's books. I generally don't really buy a lot of children's books, but the cloth ones I recommend. And this one, a little dirty in the cover, but for the most part, there's some clean illustrations in here. So this is a nice one. Again, not my forte, but very nice book. And then this one up here was like a it all folds out paper. I mean, I always get this kind of stuff. I'm really kind of out of my wheelhouse in a lot of ways with it, but I still, you know, give things a shot. Now these are kind of neat, these CDs, especially the Hobbit one, you know. So it's like a little book, and you know, J.R.R. Tolkien, you just will never go wrong with him. He's the best. Everybody wants him. There's the record in the back. Then my boy Davy killed him a burr when he was only 3. Cinderella. This is really beat up. King Kojo. It definitely has its issues, but I was kind of looking into these. They do have solid value, but I'll have to bring the price way down because of the condition of this, but it should sell. I'll show you this one. James Whitcomb Riley. An Old Sweetheart of Mine. Ain't that everybody's tale? There you go. Nice book in its box. What happened to all them old sweethearts? All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. So here's a good one for my shop, actually. I'll show you. State of New York, Department of Agriculture, 1906. This one is New Ireland. So it's on Irish. Let me see, title page. New Ireland, Political Sketches and Personal Reminiscence, or 30 Years of Irish Public Life by A.M. Sullivan. All right, let's take out some more. Let's move away from the books for a minute. This is George Magazine. Now again, shout out to the Auction Professor. If I didn't know about these, I probably wouldn't have picked them up. But there is one particular issue of George that sells like between $4,000 and $6,000. It is incredible. No, that was not found in here. My fingers were crossed. I had really hoped so, but you know, anyhow. But there's still a good collector's market, and I believe this guy here, Mr. Kennedy, started this line of magazine. So anyhow, there's the magazines. I will be putting out a part 2 on the magazines, but I have that conspiratorial video to do first, so I should be putting that out right now. But when I get a pick, I got to shoot it out because this is my business, so I got to get the video out and get the listings starting to happen. So that's just how it goes, business first. So anyhow, let's get to more books. Okay, here we go. So usually I don't buy sheet music. I have had a lot of success with minstrel music, but this was so beautifully bound. Schubert album, volume 1, 1895, beautifully bound sheet music. So I picked that out of the lot, and I'll have to see how that does. This one is Let's get to the title page. Hard for you guys to see. Okay, history of the Sinn Féin movement and the Irish Rebellion of 1916. Very cool book. It's got its issues, but how it goes. Trails to successful trapping. Lynch books, trapping books in general are big in my store. I can't keep them on the shelves. So that's a great one. Got a couple trapping books in here. Of Mice and Men, later print. Colonel Crockett's Cooperative Christmas. Life of General William Tecumseh Sherman. It's a good one. Probably about a $50 book. I keep picking this one up. The Book of Woodcraft by Ernest Thompson Seton. This is a beautiful presentation. Proctor's poetry. Proctor's poetical works. I love that. Story of Aladdin, or The Wonderful Lamp. Little Black Sambo. So that'll be good. You know something I had? I'll flip it. Well, actually, let me just flip through this book. I'll talk with you. I had somebody contact me because they had found like black minstrel music, and they're all like bent out of shape because they're like, oh, what should I do with this? It's so racist and this, that, and the other, just acting like a chicken neck over it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? They're like, I don't want to profit off of this. I'm thinking to myself, most people I sell black memorabilia to are actually black, believe it or not. I mean, it's history. It is a part of the history. And, if you feel uncomfortable, I guess I'll take it off your hands and make money off it. I mean, the nonsense going on with all this political correctness is pathetic. So it's not the sign of a progressive nation. It's a sign of one that wants to control your language and your thoughts. And I'm so sick of this crap, but I'm sure most of you are as well. So, but yeah, shoot, black memorabilia. I mean, any type of ethnicity that like off the beaten path even too. But when you get into any of that stuff, any of that racial stuff, that touchy subject area, there is some market for it. And it's always going to be strong because people have an interest in it. It definitely captures a time. Might not always be the most glamorous time in history, but I've had like all sorts of books on slavery and stuff, KKK, all that kind of stuff. And people still have interest in it, want to learn more about it, and want to preserve that part of history, because how else are you going to learn from it, right? Anyhow, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I also have like 4 boxes filled with books I found that were brought in by Billy, much appreciative of that. So I found about 27 titles to move online, and I found actually like a box and a half to go on shelves that didn't meet the price point, but they were still solid books that I know will move in this store. So happy birthday to my brother Highlander. I know you watching this, brother. So anyhow, I'll see you this weekend. And to everybody else there, out there, I hope you're well. I'll be back with you soon with another video. Until then, take care, everyone.